Hello my friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miroslava, the Metaphysical chick, multiverse ambassador, here to help you master the matrix by expanding your mind. Today I have a very special video for you. This is another one of those podcast type of video, I guess. And in this one I am going to be talking about black cats. I am specifically going to be sharing a story or my personal experience with a black cat spirit that has showed up in my life. And also I want to sort of clear some of the distortion that exists around this beautiful, magical spirit animal. So if you're interested in black cats, in magic, if you're a witch or have connections to witches, then keep watching or listening. Let's dive into the story. So during my walk in the forest, this happened around the 5th or the 6th of October, I think. I found a rock with a painting of a black cat on it. It's October, so I thought it was cute. You know, it's October, it's witchy season, spooky season. So I was guided to pick it up and bring it with me because it felt like I was meant to find it. I was looking for feathers to include in the packages that I ship for my metaphysical jewelry, crystal jewelry, and instead found a rock. So yeah, I was meant to find it. Right? As I picked it up, immediately I felt a bit of fear, and I think this is because of the misconceptions and distortion around black cats. I started thinking that it could possibly be an omen of bad luck and a black magic spell of some witch. But holding onto the rock with the black cat, I felt excitement, joy, adventure, good vibes. So I kept it. Now, here's the fun part though. As I was walking, about 20-30 minutes after picking up the rock, I twisted my ankle and scraped my left knee pretty bad after a hilarious yet nasty fall. It's been years since I've taken a fall. Years. So immediately, as you can imagine, the black cat came to mind. I started thinking, is this actually bringing bad luck? Am I being cursed? I was laughing my ass off because it was funny, but it did freak me out a bit because, I still had a lot of distorted belief systems regarding black cats. So I was going to take the rock back to the place where I found it, but I felt the pull to bring it home with me, so I did. Now, at the time of this recording, it's been actually a few days since, I found the rock. And let me tell you, it's been fucking crazy. I was more sure than ever that this black cat was bringing bad luck into my life. I've been feeling off since then. My mind is all over the place. It's been wild. Today, for example, I went to the post office and everything was okay. I was feeling a bit accelerated, if that makes sense. I felt like I had to rush. This could also be the energy of the full moon, but wait for it. After the post office, I went to pick up some protein shakes for my sister and I. It was great. I did forget to grab straws though, so I couldn't drink my shake. It's not bad. It's fine, I thought. My next stop was Walmart because I had to grab a few things and my god, I couldn't freaking park my truck. I was having so many issues. I eventually parked without hitting anyone, so yay for me. Now, as I was headed back home in the turn that leads to my community, I forgot I had the protein shakes in the floor of the passenger seat, and yes, you guessed it, the shakes spilled all over the floor of the truck. I didn't freak out. I actually busted out laughing because what else can I do? I got home, I cleaned the truck, but I kept thinking about this black cat. Is this really bad luck? What's going on? And then I started to feel the energy of the black cat, like the actual frequency, the energy, the presence of the spirit animal. And as I was tuning into the energy, I heard, the teacher shows up when the student is ready. I am in the midst of birthing my new metaphysical business. I have been working on redesigning my website and creating crystal jewelry to have an inventory for Halloween. I didn't ask for help from my spirit team, at least not consciously. But because of the energy I am tuning into, because of the spirit of Halloween and the witch archetype, the black cat chose to assist me during this time or during this entire process, which has honestly been a little bit stressful, or very stressful to be honest. So I can feel the presence of this feline being in my auric field, purring, rubbing all over me to ensure me that it is safe. I hear him saying, I mean no harm, which is fucking beautiful. So now, is the black cat actually an omen of bad luck? Now, according to whatismyspiritualanimal.com, the black cat spirit suggests you focus more on your personal power and how you use it. Black cats know magic, and this spirit animal is more than happy to assist your studies in that realm. Now, how fucking amazing is this? I am literally working on creating witchy crystal jewelry for my metaphysical shop, and there he is, showing up to guide me as I get things going. Personally, what I feel tuning into the energy of the black cat now is that it is far from being an omen of bad luck. Black cats actually bring good luck, but because we are so attached to the things we may lose or fail at during the interaction with black cats, we fail to realize the true meaning behind the loss or the failure. Those things are not meant to be part of your experience, and in order for whatever is truly meant to be yours, the old has to go. Black cats show up not to bring bad luck, but because you are going through a period of karmic payback. This isn't something that happens all the time, but when you do experience bad luck or turmoil, it's not that the cat brought it to you. The energy around you is what is calling the spirit of this animal, or could also be manifesting as the distorted aspect of the black cat. Now, the reason I believe I experienced wild things these past few days is not bad luck, but resistance. Also, I kept generating ideas in my mind, thinking that this black cat brought bad luck, that the distorted aspect of this spirit animal did manifest. I feel that because I have now cleared the distortion from my field, I can actually enjoy the magic of this powerful animal totem. And now, as I hold the rock with the painting of the black cat in my hands, all I feel is excitement, for the magic that brews as the moon grows brighter is nothing short of marvelous. What I also feel tuning into the energy of the black cat is alchemy. The crystal that comes to mind is obsidian. Now, I've been working with obsidian for many months now, and it's pretty much the same energy. To me, obsidian feels very feminine, more so than black tourmaline. Actually, black tourmaline to me is full-on masculine energy. I like using obsidian to alchemize energy. Now, what is alchemy? Alchemy is a system of chemical transformations that alchemists used in an attempt to turn base metals into precious metals. All alchemy, regardless of its origins, requires 3 elements. Number 1, something to be transformed. Number 2, a vessel to contain the alchemical reactions. And number 3, a source of energy. By the way, you can find all of this information about alchemy in Tom Kenyon's website. I also recommend that you read the book, the Magdalene manuscript, The Alchemies of Horus, or it's about sex magic and the Alchemies of Horus. It's an extremely powerful book with so much good information. So highly recommend it. The links are going to be in the description to the book and also to the website. Tom Kenyon also goes to describe or to discuss internal alchemy. So according to him, internal alchemy is a system of working internally to transform elements of the psyche and to change base energies, which are symbolized as lead. The energy would be lead in just regular alchemy, into psychological and spiritual illumination, which would be symbolized by gold in, again, regular alchemy. In all internal alchemies, the three fundamental elements are: 1, that which is to be transformed; 2, that which contains the alchemical transformation, for example, the subtle energy body of the individual; and 3, a source of energy, which is often, but not always, a form of subtle energy drawn from other dimensions of consciousness. Why am I bringing up internal alchemy? The reason is because right now, most of us being here, most of us that work with energy, we no longer use alchemy to turn lead to gold or, precious metals. We use internal alchemy. We alchemize our energetic field, our emotions, our consciousness in order to, to access higher states of consciousness or higher vibrational energy. And so I believe that this is something that we all do at any point in time in which we are doing either shadow work or healing, meditation. This is something that is taking place. So we are all alchemists. Let's go back to black cats though. So black cats, just like Obsidian, are physical manifestations of the void. And again, this is all my perspective, just my belief. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, move on. What I find is that the black cats and black obsidian, do not repel negative energy, but integrate negative energy to switch those frequencies, those lower frequencies, back to their purest original form. There is no rejection of anything. The black cat lives in the void, in the shadows, in darkness. It is the master of the unseen. Therefore, rejecting that which it masters would be a rejection of itself. You know what? Black cats and obsidian actually remind me of black holes as well. Which, by the way, you can check out the video that I created on black holes. It should be linked in one of the upper corners of this video. Now, as I was doing a little bit of research about black cats, I came across an article. I'm gonna link it in the description as well, so you can find it there. But in this article, it says that Pope Gregory IX, who ran the Vatican from 1227 to 1241, believed that cats carry the spirit of Satan. And I also heard, when I was watching a few videos about black cats, someone talking about how black cats were killed also because they were believed to be, black magic or connected to Satan. And this also, I feel, or I think, may have been connected to the Salem witch trials. How so many women were killed because they were called witches, just because men or people, the religion, church, they couldn't understand what energy is, and also the power of herbal medicine. Anyways, that's a topic for another day. But I do find that there is this link between black cats and women, or the feminine energy, because the feminine energy to me is the void. The feminine energy is it's darkness. It is the shadows. It is the womb is not light, it is the void from which light comes from. And I believe that there was this huge misunderstanding, and that distortion sort of created also the distorted aspect of the black cat. Now, in ancient Egyptian times, cats were respected and they were very loved and maybe even worshipped. And what this article says from the Johnson City Press, again the link is in the description, cats were viewed as protectors in Egyptian mythology. It was believed that cats were protectors of communities from starvation and disease. So basically, cats were credited with the survival of the civilization itself. Now, it says here that the people of ancient Egypt kept their cats as pets, much like we do today. They mourned their deaths and even mummified them in the same way they did to their nobles and pharaohs. One of ancient Egypt's earliest deities was Mafdet, a deity often depicted as a woman with the head of a lion. Mafdet was revered as the protector of the home, keeping dangerous animals like venomous snakes at bay. Bastet, perhaps one of the Egyptian mythology's most well-known deities, eventually replaced Mafdet as the feline protector credited with protecting Egypt from foreign invasion. And what I find fascinating is that these ancient Egyptian deities were cats, or that were feline-like, were actually women. So again, there's a link there. So before I close today's conversation, I want to share a quick meditation experience I had seeking connection with my little buddy, the black cat. I was in a magical forest, walking down a path, when I came across the black cat that has been following me these past few days. Sometimes the energy feels masculine and then other times more feminine. So I'm just embracing it all as it comes, just flowing with it. But anyways, the cat then led me to a beautiful, witchy, magical tree. And in the trunk of the tree, I could see a door. We walked in, and after a few moments of walking down a staircase, we entered a room. I eventually learned that this was my room, my witchy room. There, on top of the fireplace, I could see a selenite sphere, an amethyst pyramid, and an obsidian sphere. I held on to the obsidian sphere, and immediately I felt a rush of energy in my actual physical body. Not in the meditation, in my etheric body, but in my actual physical body. It was fucking crazy. I then looked around and was told that this was my safe space, that I could go there anytime to conjure spells or to learn about other witchy practices in the library within this treehouse. So in this little treehouse, I have my own crystals, I have, my witchy tools, and also a fucking magical library in which I can learn about a lot of really cool witchy stuff. So I thought that was actually just so fucking amazing and fascinating and magical. So that's the experience I had with the meditation. And so what I can say now, looking back and feeling the energy, tuning into the energy, is that I feel so much better. I feel so much better knowing that I'm not fucking cursed, that, I'm not fucking, a container of bad luck. But, this cat is actually showing up to assist me, to be with me. So I'm very grateful, actually. I am grateful, and so I am much more at peace, trusting that this magical being is showing up not to bring bad luck, but to guide me as I unleash my witchy side. If you know about astrology, you'll probably understand this, but my progressed moon has recently shifted to Pisces. My Saturn return is happening pretty soon, early next year actually. Also in the sign of Pisces, in the 8th house, Scorpio. And I believe my progress moon will also be in the 8th house around that same time. So, yeah, divine timing. I'm a bit anxious, not gonna lie, but I am very excited just to see how far I go, because damn. So my friend, in the meantime, stay tuned for the announcement of my new metaphysical shop. I will be offering anointing oils and potions, magic spell jars, crystal pendants, and bracelets. I will be offering some witch archetype collections for magic, like the oracle, the high priestess. So really stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be also offering coaching sessions, personalized light language transmissions, and so much more. So do stay tuned, because I'm gonna be having a special, a 20% discount. So yeah. But anyways, my friend, I hope we were able to demystify black cats, and don't be afraid to call in your very own guide, because these spirit animals, these beings, are here to assist us. And yeah, like I said, it is true that they show up when the student is ready. But, we can still reach out and see how we're doing, or how they are doing, how far the connection is, and kind of bring it back to the center, to the middle, so that we can meet halfway. I think we can all do this, and it's very beautiful. Highly recommend black cats, that you feel their energy, their depth, their magic, their love, because they're very loving cats. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Have a happy, magical, spooky season, and I'll see you, or I'll talk to you next time. Bye.